Welcome to another In Wheel Time podcast, a 30-minute mini version of the In Wheel Time car show that airs live every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central.
It's the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Today we're at the Spring Car Social at Gulf Coast Auto Show.
Right.
Coming up, we'll have a very special guest that we've drug out of the... well, actually, we drug her away from work.
I don't mind it.
She complained just a moment ago. She was sweating and hot because she's been running all back in.
Literally running.
Literally,
back and
yeah.
forth.
So we've got her. Later, Jeff has this week's Motor Minute, and I'll have the stories making automotive news headlines. Howdy, along with Mike Out of This World Mars. We always need more Jeff Zekin. IT genius David Ainsley.
All right.
There's that David
Ainsley.
Ainsley. I'm Don Armstrong. Glad you could join us on this. Still a little bit froggy out there.
Froggy?
Froggy.
Froggy.
It's froggy
Yeah,
out there.
it is. Ladies and gentlemen, in the In Wheel Time remote studio hot seat, if you'll pull that microphone just a little bit, right up there you go. That.
I don't want to lick it.
No, don't. You have no clue.
I don't know. Yeah, exactly.
Where that headset's been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
Cireen Piz is here with us, and you say, "Well, who is this woman?" Well,
She's the magic woman.
Yeah, it is.
She'll tell you.
She's the one that runs all of this back here.
I just make them pretty.
Well, I know, but you know, when John needs something, who does he call? Besides Ghostbusters, you. Yes, he does.
Cireen, the Dirt Buster.
So I want to know how you got involved in this business.
Oh, my goodness. That's a long story, and we don't have enough time for that.
Well,
but I'll give you the short
version. Yes, please.
Back in 2009, actually, I was 25 years old. I had gone to school to be an esthetician. I actually have an associate's degree for skincare.
Your skin looks great, by the way.
Thanks. I'm 40, so I love it.
At least
Anyways,
you're not. I'm 50. I'm 50 years old. You're not that.
No. So we hit a recession. Obviously, we all remember that in 2008, 2009. I got let go of my job because I was low man on the totem pole. So I went, okay, I'm going to go clean cars. It's a recession-proof industry, and I've been stuck in it ever since.
Stuck
in it.
It's because it literally sucked me in.
I
was
know.
like, I love cars.
It's like quicksand. It just kind of sucks you
Well,
in.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of satisfaction after you have a car that comes in and there's a job to do on it, whether it's paint correction or a wrap or something.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever it is. And then it's like cutting the grass for me. Get out there, no, seriously.
I'm glad you enjoy that.
I do. Get out there, cut the grass, edge it, blow it, do all the things that make it pretty, and you stand back and you go, dang, that looks good.
Yeah.
There's a sense of pride in that.
There is. And, it's like a lot of times John does hand off the older cars to me because that's
Like mine.
Those are the ones I like, though, because it's like you see the transformation.
Yep.
It's like these new ones, yes, they get a much better glimmer and they look really shiny. But it's like you don't see from, okay, it was used, abused, put away, ridden hard and put away wet, to now it looks like, hey, somebody actually loved it.
Yeah. Well, it's funny. We just got off the hot rod tour of Texas. And so there were 350 cars on this tour that we did. Jeff went. Well, we all went. All of us.
And you don't invite me.
Well, you're always welcome to come to any of these.
You have my phone number. Just send a
all
text.
right. Well, let's see. Next Saturday, we're going to be at Tailpipes and Tacos.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Katie.
Okay.
Yeah, and Katie.
And network some new business.
See?
There you go.
All right.
But at any rate, I got more compliment. Man, what year is that? I said it's 2001. Dang, and how many miles you got on it? Now I've got 33,000 miles on it. So I know it's terrible, but the car does look very, very good.
Of course it does.
You could put it up against any other 2001 out there, and I'd win.
You could put it up against a lot newer cars too.
Yep.
Well, there's that. Yeah, so it's pristine. I did get rid of those terrible seats in there.
Good.
And I got me some Corbeau seats in there.
Does it actually slide forward enough so I can push the clutch in
I
without
think so.
having to lay down?
I think so.
Okay,
I
that'd
have
be
not
nice.
tried that because mine, I got it all the way back.
Yeah.
But
every time I drive that thing, I'm like, I have to scoot it as far forward as it goes and then still be like, okay, I got the clutch. I got this.
Get some 2x4 extensions on the bottom of your shoes.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it.
yeah,
I'm 5'5". Yeah.
Yeah.
I got short legs.
That. But, yeah, and so after John hired you, John married me to you. She's going to do your car. Great. And I go, and it's absolutely pristine.
I remember the hug. He literally was like a giddy little girl. He would, and he hugged me.
Like that all the time.
And I was like, all right, come here, dog.
Yeah, to see him on a Friday night.
I would imagine
good on
that not that many clients, they appreciate your work, but they don't give you a hug like I do.
No, Dawn loves me.
I do. I do. And I appreciate her expertise in her work. If you ever want a detailed job like no other, there's your gal right there.
I consider myself to be a paint correction specialist.
You are.
Not just a detailer. When I tell people I'm a detailer, oh, can you shampoo my carpets? No. I'm not touching your minivan.
Oh.
There you go, David. She's not touching
minivan.
your minivan. She's not shampooing
I don't
carpets.
do minivans.
And she doesn't do minivans. So
I don't do minivans.
Yeah. She's been in minivans, but
I was about 4 last time I was in a minivan.
There's that.
Yeah.
So what are you currently working on?
Oh, let's see. Currently, we've got this GMC over here that we're doing a heel light ceramic coating on.
A what?
Heel light. It's our top-of-the-line ceramic coating. So the heel light by Fine Lab actually has a heel ability to it. So the ceramic coating, when it goes on, you lay the first layer with the heel light, you lay on a leveling aid, so kind of like a self-leveling concrete. When you put that leveling aid on, it levels out that base layer of the heel light. So it reacts a lot like our PPF. So minor wash, scratches, light stuff. Obviously, if somebody comes by and keys your car, it's not going to help you. But you put it out in the sun, let it heat up to, I think it's about, don't quote me on this, around about 145 degrees, and the minor scratches will actually heal themselves back together. Yeah.
Like a gel.
Basically.
What is it liquid?
Well, yes, it is a liquid that we do apply, the ceramic coat. So we apply it to a pad, put it onto each panel. Then you put your leveling aid on, you go back and you dry buff it off with a microfiber cloth.
Okay. Does it get? I mean, can you see where it is and where you've put it? You can't.
Nope.
Just got to just.
Nope.
All right.
It is.
It's not
clear.
like mother's hard wax.
It completely eliminates the need to ever wax again.
I see.
Because once you have a ceramic coat on your car, you don't want to wax it. The mechanical abrasion will actually break down your coating quicker. So if you're going to wax any sort of ceramic coating, you get a spray wax, you get a detailer spray, a ceramic boost, something that's a spray, a light wipe. None of that turtle wax paste crap from the 90s that I did my 91 Thunderbird with.
The 90s.
My 91 Thunderbird.
I go back to the 60s, baby.
Okay, well, it went out the door in the 90s. We'll put it that way.
See.
Somebody finally threw it in the trash can.
Well, I for lack of, let me put it this way. The easiness of going to the store and getting some mother's detailing spray.
Yes.
That works.
It does. It does. And, actually, Meguiar's has a really nice ceramic boost spray that I love. It comes in like a lime green bottle. And I love
it's called
that stuff.
Ceramic Boost?
Yes, it's a ceramic boost.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah. I would have to look it up. But, yes, it's something Meguiar's ceramic boost.
Gotcha.
But, yes, it comes in a lime green bottle. And I love the stuff. It stays really hydrophobic for a good period of time.
I like that Meguiar's Gold Car Wash.
Oh, dude, that's what we use.
Is it?
That is what we use here, yes. It's great stuff.
It is. And it doesn't take a lot. And it's really thick.
So you can put it in your foam cannon, and it just snow all over the car more than once. I just play, and I'm like, oh, it looks like Christmas.
Yeah. Well, it works for me, and I've got one of those big wash mitts that I can dip in the bucket that's got the grate in the bottom of it.
Don't put your hand inside the mitt.
I don't, actually.
That's an amateur move. Please don't do that.
I know I don't do that.
Thank you.
Thank you. My hand generally doesn't fit in there, so. But, it works. It works really well.
It does. Yeah. I love that stuff, and because we use the 3-bucket method. So we've got our soap bucket, water bucket, and then like a whatever. It's another lighter bucket of soap. But yeah, so you can actually rinse off your mitt and then you stick it back in the soap. So that way you're not taking any dirt that's from the car. You take it into the water bucket, rinse it off with your grit guard down there, and so that way you go back to the soap so you've got a clean, fresh mitt. So you're not, if you catch a bug while you're scrubbing the front end, you're not taking that bug and then wiping it all over.
Right.
And if it's a bee and he's got his stinger, well, now you're scratching your car.
Yeah.
So.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
All right. So, what do you go after today's? Well, you don't work here generally on Saturdays, do you?
No, I'm usually here 6 days a week.
Are you?
I am. I always try to tell myself every 3 weeks I'll take a Saturday off. It doesn't happen, but
always something like this.
And this is the third week, so
this is probably week number 6 or 7 of being here on a Saturday. I live and breathe Gulf Coast Auto Shield, so I might as well just set up a cot back here.
I hope that
Cheaper.
you live fairly close.
I live in Richmond.
That's not
About
very
40.
close.
No, it's not. It's not. It's about a 45-minute drive.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then because so lately I've been over at the West Shop over off of I-10 in Brittmore.
Right.
We've got a lot of work for the ceramic coating picking up over there, so I've been doing a lot of stuff over there because obviously I'm trusted to go and do it on my own. I don't need to be supervised. But from my house to there is a lot of times it's about an hour 15 drive. Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is. I can only imagine. What's your favorite car? Of all these cars that are here.
That's here?
That you have worked on in the past year. What's your favorite one? Look at he's out there. He's out there pointing.
The F-250 that John Gray
That is
owns.
not it.
If he gets me a raise, I'll say it.
Yeah, exactly.
To be honest, it's going to be the older Porsches.
Really?
It's the
like
older,
that red one back there.
Yeah, that one back there. I mean, the first day that thing showed up, I was a giddy little schoolgirl. I was like, can I drive it, please, please? I mean, I don't know. The new cars, they just don't do it for me. My dream car is a 1970 Cuda in Plum Crazy Purple.
Yep. Well, I can understand.
If you know, do you know the story behind Plum Crazy Purple and the way it got its name?
They just ran some through Meekum just this past week.
Well, John's got
you know
one
that
out there
story?
at the Hemi Hideout. Have you ever been to the Hemi Hideout?
I have not.
So
go with us next time we go.
I've only lived in Houston since 2018.
Okay.
So.
Well, the Hemi Hideout. How long is it?
About
10 years or so. Anyway,
Yeah.
next time we go, you go with us.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me know.
And you're gonna freak out. Bring a friend, whoever you want, or come by yourself. We don't care. But
I don't need friends.
Well, you have them right here.
Yeah, but
They're all living up here. We're good.
That's it.
the whole gang comes every time.
I will tell you that it truly is an amazing place, and for somebody that is an older car aficionado like yourself,
That is me.
you will love it.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Plum Crazy Cuda convertible.
Yes.
White
Well,
interior.
do you know that the original name of Plum Crazy Purple was actually Statutory Grape?
Was it really?
It straight up was, but they denied the name, so the guy changed it to Plum Crazy Purple. So if I ever actually had a Cuda in Plum Crazy Purple, its name would be Statutory Grape.
Gotcha. Well, we have a friend of ours that makes
Personalized plate.
his own paint colors.
Does he?
Randy Borcherding out at Paint House, and
Nice.
I'm sure that
He
he'd
could
love.
make you a statutory grape
Yeah,
color.
he could.
He
Just
needs
a
to
little
paint
bit.
my Wrangler for me.
There you
I've
go.
got an idea for that thing.
Okay. we have connections, so
Yeah.
as you can imagine. Well,
We got guys.
so are you just
Yeah,
doing the
guys.
meet and greet today?
For the most part, yeah. I think we got like 2 cars leaving today, which, I mean, I stuck around last night till about 8:30, got them coated, cleaned, just so I didn't have to do that today. So I could actually just hang out and, like,
Very cool.
meet and greet, talk to people, and actually just do what Cireen
One
does.
of the most amazing things about this place is the fact that all of the cars get to be brought in, and somehow, some way, they all get in here and they fit.
Yeah.
But the trick is getting them out
Yeah,
once they're
that's the
all in here,
challenge.
because they are door handle to door handle, bumper
Most
to
of
bumper.
these guys hate it when I'm the one who does it because I'm really good at Tetris. And I'm this big, and the rest of them are not. So I literally
Tetris.
I roll down windows and I squeeze through, and they're looking at it going, I can't even get back in there to try to move it, Cireen. And I'm like, I got it. Watch out. Queen.
Yes, but maneuvering them around
Yes.
things that are in here is a trick.
It
Yes.
really is. I've watched customers, I'll be going to back something out from up here, and I have to just serpentine it all the way out. And, I mean, customers are sitting there filming because they're scared. They're like, oh, my gosh, is she going to wreck
I
it?
need this for the insurance company.
And I swear
Exactly.
that's what they're thinking. And it's like every time, it's like we always have spotters. That is one thing I have with all my detailers who have come in. I mean, because obviously I don't train the PPF guys. I don't train with, tint. But it's like all of my guys know if something is up and moving, if you are not busy, get up and spot them. Because
Sure.
we don't want the accidents. It's like, why?
Yeah.
Why, if you've got somebody who has 2 seconds to jump up and go, hey, okay, you're good, move. It just safety.
easier.
It is. It really is.
Well,
It's
we
so much
appreciate
easier.
what you do here.
Well, thank you.
We
I
really do.
appreciate you guys. I love it when you guys show up.
Do you?
I actually do.
It's the loony bin that's been
Yeah,
let loose.
there it is.
I know. And you lost the loony, obviously. I'm off wandering around.
That's right. Exactly. Cireen Piz with Gulf Coast Auto Shield. So
Cireen World Peas. That's what John says.
World Piz.
That's my middle name. Is
I
World.
like it. World.
Cireen World
Yeah,
Piz.
absolutely. Well, thank you, honey. We appreciate you.
Hey, I appreciate you guys.
Okay. Time now for a quick break here on the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. By the way, our show is available 24/7 through the iHeartRadio app. Just look for In Wheel Time Car Talk. We also video stream our 3-hour weekly show on Facebook, YouTube, and InWheelTime.com. We're live 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. every Saturday, unless there is some sort of a technical issue with the internet or the backup. We have 2 backups. And none of that worked. Was it last week? It was a mess.
Last week.
Anyway. You can always get our podcast from your favorite podcast provider. The In Wheel Time Car Talk Show continues right after this quick break.
Pro-Am Auto Accessories has been serving Houston's auto enthusiasts since 1984, providing world-class products for sports cars, European sedans, and American muscle. Pro-Am is known as the place to go to find exclusive and hard-to-find parts and accessories. Pro-Am is one of the very first distributors in the USA for brands such as Recaro, Redline, Momo, Corbo, and Simpson. Located in the heart of Houston's premier retail and service corridor, the Galleria area, Pro-Am's walk-in storefront includes an 8,000-square-foot warehouse, showroom, and installation bays. Pro-Am not only sells parts and accessories, but also offers installation and service. Pro-Am is now reaching a worldwide audience through Pro-Am.com, taking its local reputation to the rest of the world. At Pro-Am Auto, you'll be dealing with a small group of professionals who truly want to help you with your automotive needs. If you don't see what you're looking for on the website, call and Pro-Am will lend you a hand. Pro-Am Auto, 6125 Richmond at Green Ridge in Houston's Galleria area. Call them at 713-781-7755. Want to feel good about something special you did for someone special? In Wheel Time and the original Lupi Tortilla group of Tex-Mex restaurants have joined together to help a very worthy cause, God's Garage, a Christian-based 501c3 charity. We know there are lots of places and organizations out there where you can donate a car, truck, or SUV, but we're asking you, our car enthusiast family, to consider donating to God's Garage. Visit godsgarage.org and learn about its mission, the women that have been helped, how each one is screened, and about their Restore You program. A car donation is an easy way to make a difference in the lives of others. God's Garage needs good operating vehicles, but will take all types in working and non-working condition. Make your heart and soul feel good by donating your gently used vehicle and help support single mothers, widows, and wives of deployed military at godsgarage.org.
You are on the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Thanks for riding with us today. We'd love to hear from you. Shoot us an email. The address here is info@inwheeltime.com. Time now for Jeff's Motor Minute.
Here you go. And we're talking Indianapolis 500.
Yes. I love that place. I love the race.
Been there once, but there wasn't a race going on. Took a tour, all that stuff back in the day. But yesterday, they had the gates open. They did the practice. They had the qualification drawing yesterday, way up until like 7 p.m. And then today, the gates opened at 8 a.m. They go till 6 p.m. They've got the grandstands, parking, all that good stuff. They've got shuttles. Practice field is full, and that's subject to change on the time. But they're generally running like right now at 8:30 to 10:30. Then they've got the Firestone Distribution Pagoda Plaza event. That's what it says. And then this afternoon, they've got the qualifying positions 1 through 30. Tomorrow, gates open again early, and then they've got practice, and then throughout the week they're going to have more time trials, and they're going to set the full field by the 500. Now, the 500, we'll talk more about that next week, but it's going to be a good event. I've got my favorite driver, my favorite team, so we'll talk about that next time.
You ever been to the Indy 500?
Not the 500, but I've been on a tour to the facility.
I would say, whether you're a motorsports fan or not, it doesn't make any difference what kind of motorsports fan you are. That is the one thing that I would recommend to every human being on the face of this, because there is absolutely nothing like it.
It's the center of the universe for motorsports.
If you've ever been to a NASCAR race or a drag race, any kind of professional auto sport, there is nothing like the Indy 500.
Yep, I agree.
The greatest spectacle in racing, and
that's what it is.
And that's what it is.
Penske owned, yeah.
And to be part of that and be one of the 500,000 people that are there is truly amazing. I've got a follow-up story for you. Indy 500, one of the most iconic racing spectacles on the globe. on the motorsports calendar holds a distinction this year. It's set to be the last time the open-wheel cars run without hybrid power at the 2.5-mile track, affectionately known as the Brickyard.
Yep.
That's because the NTT IndyCar Series plans to debut a 2.2-liter twin-turbocharged V6 engine with hybrid technology at the Honda Indy 200 at the Mid-Ohio course in Lexington, Ohio in July.
Yeah.
Now think about this. A V6 that is 2.2 liters in displacement. That's a itty-bitty, teeny-weeny little engine.
That screams.
That screams. What, at 10,000 RPM or something
like
stupid?
that, yeah.
The timing puts the Indy 500, by far the biggest race of the season, and the league at a crossroads of sorts. IndyCar's hybrid era is a long time coming, and it also reflects the changing motorsports landscape as automakers, including the pair that participate in the series, Chevrolet and Honda, grapple with the costs associated with fast-moving electrification and hybridization plans and consumer preferences, as you can imagine.
You know, the F1s are hybrid
Yes.
currently, yeah.
Yep. IndyCar has said the hybrid system it plans to use is made up of a 48-volt motor generator unit and an energy storage system of 20 ultra capacitors inside of the bell housing. Inside the bell housing. IndyCar said the added power provides up to an extra 120 horsepower, so race cars will have over 800 horsepower for the first time in 2 decades. So more power.
More power is good.
More power is always good.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's
I
more
like
to
it.
the story, but then you can go to automotivenews.com for the complete story. But I think it's pretty cool to myself. And if you've been keeping up with the electrification and EVs and all that stuff, all of the manufacturers are backing down from full EVs, and now, even though they didn't have plans, now have plans for hybrids.
Yeah.
And I think, personally, the way to go today in our little generation, in our era, is a hybrid.
I agree.
Because it adds the power and it adds the gas mileage.
And in a way, you're saving the planet.
That Maverick that Mars drove and that he reviewed earlier this hour, I'm driving it now, as I mentioned. But it is a hybrid, and average miles per gallon, 37 miles per gallon.
Yeah.
Who can beat that? And you don't have to spend 3.5 hours looking for a stupid working fast charging station and having to find one at Spencer Highway in Pasadena on on a weekday afternoon behind a Chase Bank drive-through.
Oh, boy.
It just doesn't work for me.
Pull your stocking
One
cap
of,
over.
one of the things that when I was driving it that I noticed, and it makes sense, and I guess I should have noticed it before, but I was driving it long enough that I was watching the distance to empty because I wanted to make sure I had enough fuel in it, and it would climb.
Of what?
For the gas, you know.
For the Maverick?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the range that I could go was climbing as the battery got charged from driving it on the gasoline motor. You know, I picked up like almost 8 miles of range for the week that I drove it by the end of the week. And I thought that was kind of neat.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'll give you a preview of my review of that thing. I love it.
Very good.
I do. I think that it's the way to go.
Well,
If you're looking for – now, this is not a full-size – matter of fact, this is a subcompact pickup truck. So the bed is small, and the back seat in the crew cab, that's all they make of it, it's a little tight in the leg room, but you can get 4 or 5 people in there if you have to. But I think that if you're just looking for a pickup truck, for instance, like the pool guy or the pest control guy, perfect.
right.
Absolutely perfect. They're still driving those old Rangers from way back.
Right,
in the
yeah,
See
90s.
him every now and then.
Yeah. And some of them, you can tell they've really put money, time, and effort in keeping them running.
Yeah.
I saw one the other
Well, you
day.
can't
It looked
replace
brand new.
them.
Well, I know. They look brand new. The paint had been all polished up, and the guy, you could tell he took care of it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Cool.
And one other story I wanted to get in. National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, NHTSA, is again warning consumers, I did not know that this was a thing, not to use or buy aftermarket steering wheel decals.
What?
After learning of another driver who suffered severe injuries from the decorative emblem during a crash. The driver was involved in a crash in which the airbag deployed and sent 2 pieces of a metal aftermarket decal with rhinestones into the person's face and neck. NHTSA is aware of at least one other driver who suffered a severe injury from an aftermarket steering wheel decal in a vehicle crash. In that case, the driver lost sight in one eye after the rhinestone-adorned decal dislodged from the steering wheel and hit the driver in the face.
Wow, they don't see half of it
What do
now.
they call that when you put the little rhinestones on your clothes, Don?
Bedazzled?
Well, yeah, somebody bedazzled
when
their
you said
dash?
sticker, I was thinking like a Hello Kitty sticker. On
Yeah,
this-
paper
on-
cut.
Yeah.
Notice who knows all of the verbiage and technology of all of this stuff. They
This
do,
end of the table.
but they're throwing it my way. I ain't got nothing to do with any of that.
Needs you brought up to speed.
No, not in that regard. I'll keep my bedazzled stickers
There you
off the
go.
steering wheel.
I'm going to bedazzle my jeans when I get out of here.
Honda Motor Company recalling 187,290.1 Ridgeline pickups in the U.S. because of an issue with the rear view camera. 2020 to 2024 Honda Ridgeline model years because repeated opening of the tailgate in the presence of freezing temperatures and salt. Rear view camera tail light harness may break, resulting in a failure to produce a rear view camera image. Owner notification letters are sent to be expected to be sent on July the 1st. So keep that in mind if you're one of those owners, 2020 to 2024 Honda Ridgeline model years. And, of course, we always tell you at least once every 6 weeks, 8 weeks, whatever you think about it, go online, go to safercar.gov or the NHTSA website, type in your VIN number, and they'll tell you whether you've got a recall on your car or if it's an open recall, that maybe you bought a car that needs a recall and it hasn't been completed yet.
Take care of it.
Yeah, do that. All right. A quick break now. We'll be right back. You're on the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show.
Tailpipes and Tacos is back. Memorial Day weekend. It's been a while, but the popular Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise-In returns to the Loopy Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy, Saturday, May 25th. Bring your hot rod, classic, or modern classic to compete for one of the famous chili pepper trophies and get a free breakfast taco. Just make a donation of any size to God's Garage and Loopy's will match it. You'll be helping single mothers who need a set of wheels. It's been a year in the making, so don't miss this Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise-In, Saturday, May 25th, 8 to 11 a.m. Donate what you want to God's Garage and grab a free Loopy Tortilla breakfast taco. Tailpipes and Tacos only happens at the Loopy Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy on the West Grand Parkway at Kingsland Boulevard, just south of the Katy Freeway. It's car show season, and what better way to kick it off than a free taco and camaraderie at Tailpipes and Tacos. Memorial Day weekend, Saturday, May 25th, 8 to 11 a.m. The In Wheel Time Car Talk Show will be there too. Proceeds benefit God's Garage, weather permitting. You own a car you love. Well, why not let Gulf Coast Auto Shield protect it? Houstonian John Gray invites you to his state-of-the-art facility to introduce you to his specialist team of auto enthusiasts. We promise you'll be impressed. Whether you're looking to massage your original paint to a like-new appearance, apply a ceramic coating, install a paint protection film, nano-ceramic window tint, or new windshield protection called ExoShield, Gulf Coast Auto Shield is where Houston's car people go. Curbed your wheels? Instead of buying new, why not have them repaired? How about a professionally installed radar detector? Gulf Coast Auto Shield does that too. Get a peek inside the shop and look at the services offered by getting online and heading to gcautoshield.com. Better yet, stop by their facility at 11275 South Sam Houston Tollway, just south of the Southwest Freeway, and get a personal tour. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your place to go for all things exterior. Call them today, 832-930-5655 or gcautoshield.com. That's it for this podcast episode of the In Wheel Time Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcast, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.